What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to yet another amazing episode of Tech and Chill, the podcast where we drive you deep into the world of technology while keeping it lit and relatable. I am your beautiful host, Okeke Victoria, as you already know. And today we're going to be having an amazing guest today. This is my guest there. So we'll start. My guest is one in a million. I don't bring small guests for you. No, you already know that system. I'm talking about Divine Gifts, Mr. Divine Gifts. Mr. Divine Gifts is the CEO and co-founder of HealthGo. He's also the co-founder of Grover's Tech. And it's also when you're saying also, someone's portfolio is just rising and rising and rising. Mr. Divine Gift.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
You seem so excited.
It's actually an exciting moment because this is my first, public outing for this year.
Oh,
So
that's so nice.
It's exciting.
Okay, so let's dive straight to the point. I've always wanted to know how this HealthGo came about. Like, what even inspired you to start up HealthGo?
HealthGo is more, I'll say it's actually a personal thing to me.
I want to
The reason
like
why I
personal
said
things.
it's a personal thing was because the whole idea came while I was more in this moment where building was already tiring to me. And at that moment, I was also critically ill. So I needed to work, I needed to take care of my health, and the whole thing got really clumsy. So it all started late 2021 and early 2022. So I stopped building. Before I was I've actually built.
What have you built? Tell us, just give us
I built about 4 startups before I was go. That all failed because I started building as early as when I was 17.
Whoa!
So
Wow! Hey, okay.
I started this whole startup journey as early as 17. I built a casino gaming platform that failed. I built Pizza Africa. So Pizza Africa was the major startup I knew I took really well. It all lasted for about 1 year, 6 months before I shut it down. It was more of a freelance platform where we train youths, give them online digital jobs and all of those kind of things. And we expanded as far as Cameroon, back in 2019.
And it failed?
Yeah, it failed because then most of my team members were trying to go to school. So I was the one having to front most of the whole thing, and it wasn't substitute. Like I said, then I was still very young. So then I was also still in school. So most of my team members then were also students. So a lot of them wanted to go back to school, face their life, get into something reasonable for them. So that was how that felt. And at that point, I was so depressed. I was depressed for more than 6 months. I ran off social media for more than 6 months. I wasn't anywhere on social media because it wasn't the shame for me, but it was, where do I start from? So that was the moment it was for me. Where do I start from? I built this thing. We had about 18 team members then doing webinars and all of those things, and it all failed. So at that point, that was also the point I met my current co-founder at HealthGo. So at that point then, I was so depressed, like I wasn't anywhere on social media. So then the way I met my co-founder was, there was now one of my team member then at Print Africa that knew I was so depressed, and he was in this whole church group thing. So he was in the church group of my co-founder. So my co-founder wanted to host a webinar for youths that are depressed, that are setting goals for their life, all those kind of things. And me, I was like, who this one?
I get that point.
And then I was building that was during the trend of NFT. So I wanted to build a marketplace for physical arts as a digital arts. I've forgotten the name I named it. Bankless arts. So what I wanted to build then was more of a commodity market, digital commodity market, whereby you could have an art of Gary, one bag, and then there's an NFC of one bag of gari. So on that marketplace, I can buy the one bag of gari, and come to you to pick my gari from you, all of those kind of things. That was what I was building as at then. So when I met her, I was just like, this is what I'm building. Forget depression, I know what I'm doing. What I need is money. If I can have money and team members to build this back up, I'll be fine. She was just trying them, you have to put this to God. Prayer is the key. Keep praying. Should organize fasting.
So you fasted?
Me? I will eat during those times. I will eat, and at the end of the day, when we come in the evening, we pray. But I was just like in my mind, this is not what I want, And at that point, when she now saw it was really getting on me, she advised I go get a job. So that was between May 2021. That was when. So she advised I go get a job. I got the first job. They were not paying me. And my mama was just like, let me work 6 months.
What job was that?
I was working with a blockchain firm then, Bify.
Okay.
So all my mind was, let me get a job, gather money, push back to my business, and this bankless thing will really work. Like, I was very optimistic, like, this is what Nigeria need at this time. Meanwhile, Nigeria really didn't need it. So, lo and behold, I got the first job. It wasn't paying me. They were promising, okay, fine, when we raise, we're going to pay you. And I left. That was now when I got a job with Brown Pay. So Brown Pay was Remittance, also a blockchain firm. And while I was in Brown Pay, I was treating active TB, if you know what active TB is. So that means every cough, every spit is contaminated. So
tuberculosis.
Yeah, so I was treating active TB before I got a job, and the active TB, it was like, it's reduced. Not until when I resumed, I think the stress and due to the AC of the work environment there, it got really into me and it started disturbing me again. And I can't tell my boss that this is what I'm actually treating. So I have to leave the office, sneak out, because we are only allowed to go out during lunch period and weekend. So I have to sneak out during lunch period. There's a pharmacy down. The office was at Ikare, that was close to Aja. I don't know if you know that access very well. I'll sneak out, go get drugs, treat myself. And at that point I was just like, I'm into tech. And the only goal of what I was looking for then was not leaving work and being able to get the doctor to tell me, do this, do that, buy this drug, get this drug, and you'll be fine, without even leaving that place. That was now where the whole idea of, okay, let me build this came in. So while the whole idea came in, I was like, I don't have money to build, so I can't leave this job. But being an optimistic person, I told that is my current co-founder about it. She was still my mentor there. That, see, this is what I'm thinking of. Now I'm sick, I'm saying, what if I can build something like this? I'll just even attend to my personal need. And she was like, boy, she's a Yoruba. Don't kill yourself. You are still finding money. Work first, gather money before you start thinking you want to go and build again. You will get depressed though, and all of those kind of things. But lo and behold, second month of working with Brown Pay, my spirit was already like, I'm not working here again. I'm done. And I told my boss then, Dr. Sandra, and she was like, she didn't want me to go. Well, good and fine. Circumstances around, just like, okay, I wish you well. Just go. And second week of February, that was like 1 month, 2 weeks. Go and start this up. She coupled. Then I didn't have a laptop of my own, to be honest. I was using Brown Pay, my official computer in the office, to get my deck, draft out white paper, and all of those kind of things. She sent everything to me. She wished me well. I was like, okay, let's just move on. So that was how Elsgo came to life. And since then it has been.
So you started it with this your co-founder?
I actually started it I started with a lot of people, because I'm an open type, so I do have colleagues, but majorly I started on my own without any co-founder.
So health goal, are you a doctor?
No, basically I'm not a doctor. I studied accounting. Yeah.
I had
Okay, so this is it.
It's like, this thing that they tell you that you study microbiology and become a banker at the end of the day. Wow.
So I studied accounting, and I also went fully into blockchain as early as 2019. Though it's still late, but looking at my own age, so and I didn't come in through the whole majority came in through trading and all of those things, but I came in fully as a developer. So
Okay.
back then I was a Solidity dev in the days of EVM when BSC and all of this was running. So that gave me concept about product building. My accounting background gave me insights about business building. So I went fully in as a biz dev. So that's just why.
So how when you were starting this business, how much were you able to gather before you started it? Or do you start with nothing?
I actually started Let's Go with nothing basically, and
You didn't pay your staffs.
we actually didn't pay for 7 months.
Wow. It's
So
like a charity stuff.
it wasn't charity because they were even doing also funding the business. As early as those 7 months,
Okay.
most of our team members were, I'm an insightful person, so I actually know how to gather insights for people. So a lot of them were as early as I started May 16. That's the official date I know I started Let's Go.
Okay.
And as early as May, we already laid off about 12 people then, because when we started we were about 18, you understand. So a lot of them were just on the seat, and majority of them were my friends, to be very honest.
So for your business to grow, you had to be
For my
serious.
business to grow, I had to become serious. So at that point, those that were still remaining now had to start contributing. So they want to buy domain, they contribute for domain. They want to do a marketing campaign. I want to go and pitch somewhere, which contribute transport fare,
Wow.
and all of those kind of things.
That's a lovely team, eh?
Yeah, so my teammates are actually my best. They're my strengths. So, for that 7 months, it was more of they giving than even the company giving. So a lot of us did a lot of contribution, and it was also getting to that stage when my current co-founder saw how into this thing I was. She saw the vision. She also resigned from her work to join us. She also, they should be like, okay, take this 30K, let's use it to do one or two things, all of those kind of things. So that's just how we didn't. When I left, I told you I didn't even have a laptop when I left Rampage,
exactly.
so I didn't have anything on me. I only had the idea, and I had the vision of where I was heading to, and I also had people that was around me to support me. So when I say people, I don't really mean family, but I mean people that saw my vision, mentors I've been in touch with. They'll be like, okay, let me take you to this man, let me take you to that man, go to this place, go to that place, and even down to my boss at Brown Pay. Then there were places she mentioned my name as that was able to make this current progress I am today.
So what were the challenges? I mean, every company has challenges, right? So what were the challenges, or what are the challenges that you are still facing at this point? Or are there no challenges right now?
Oh, there are always challenges.
So what are the challenges?
Down from the early days, one of the major challenge we have at Elsco, and we are still having, but we are currently mitigating our way around, is being built on the blockchain. So a lot of people find it difficult to understand, like, why are these guys actually built on the blockchain? What is the need and all of those kind of things? But while we are built on the blockchain, we're still finding a way to simplify our products for our users to understand. And when we started, the first challenge around the products was being able to easily communicate our product use cases to people. It got to a point whereby when we're still using near token as a method of payment, and a lot of people find it, well, I'm going to deposit 500 naira into Let's Go today. When I come back tomorrow, because it's a deflationary token, it might go down, it might go up. So there's always a complaint around that. But we've been able to work our way around that seamlessly by creating a naira back stablecoin on the platform that allows users pay in naira. So if you deposit 500 naira into the Let's Go platform today, you come back 3 years after, the 500 naira is still there. It's not going up, it's not coming down. So we've been able to clear that. Also, when we talk about people's management, it's still a problem we are trying to face. We are trying to find a solution to, because we are in a country whereby a lot of people don't see vision. They just want what is going to pay them
Yeah.
instantly, and they are cool with it. So we're still finding our way around that, trying to bring in visionary individuals to fill up the gap we have on our team and scale. And the most of everything that every startup faces is funding. So we are not left out. We're still facing that funding challenge, and we're working our way to make sure our users are satisfied, our investors are satisfied, and even the team itself, we're also satisfied. So that's just the basic challenge I say we're facing.
When you started, how there are families you enter, and then their parents they're not even happy with the results that their children bring home, right? When you started, or when you had nothing, what were your parents' response?
Okay.
I know that this response is going to be because is it personal?
Yeah,
No, we know that there are some parents that are like, this is what you must do, and this is how you must do it. Were your parents those kind of people, or they were supporting you, or we know these things now?
Me, from my from my onset, I'm going to say, growing up, I was some sort of prodigal son, like
a bad child.
To some extent.
You're a bad child.
No, to some extent, I'm actually like my mom. For my dad, like I do really change it for him, like on every level. That I'm a free man. You understand? Like that is the way I grew up. I don't. If my dad said don't do this, I end up doing what is in my mind. If he ends up beating me, flogging me, I don't care. Because when I was growing up, I was actually doing music while I was in school.
So why did you quit music?
There was no money. I had to get things.
What kind of songs were you singing?
I was a rapper. I still rap to it today. I still rap to it today though. But
really?
I don't really think it's like, if I'm still gonna go into music, it's gonna be probably holding a record label and stuff.
Okay, so you say you rap. Like you really know how to do your thing very well.
Yeah, but like I said, it's been a while I left music. So
music is inside the blood. Like Chicken will say, music is inside the blood. It doesn't need permission.
Okay.
So just give us freestyle for us.
Oh my god. Where do I start from?
Anywhere.
Okay, give me a word to start with. Maybe we should start with that. Maybe that will kind of revive. So give me like a word to use.
Today I do freestyle. Let's give word.
Okay, so oh god.
Anyhow you want to do this, we are ready. I'm your hype woman.
Oh yeah, just give me this with your mouth or anything. Oh more. Jesus. Okay. Stabo GT lorry beats, Stabo GT in the streets, Stabo GT, we go flows, we go this, we go beats. I kill it from the north to the east to the west. Nigga, I kill them from me pay, Emike, mama.
Oh shit!
I'm shy.
This is too much. This is too much.
I'm shy, but it's been a while. Then I was in Yoruba rap, so it's been a while. Like, but I know one of these days. It's just that it still interests me to go back, but my wife doesn't want me to go into music. My mom doesn't want me to go back to music. So
now we know you're a married man. We see that you're always with your wife everywhere. She's like a source of motivation to you. Just tell us.
Well,
everywhere you go, I'm always seeing Mrs. Divine Gift.
It's me.
Everywhere you go. So I don't know people that ask you, why is she a secretary? No. But there are times that even places that secretaries are supposed to be, she's always there. It's like at the forefront, and I'm like, I love this kind of thing. So just give us.
My wife vibes to me is more of a friend.
When did you get married?
We got married last year. Just a silent marriage. Not lousy. I'm not lousy. Well, people are still dragging me to come and do the loud.
We do it now. We don't know what else to do. Please, we like Ashwebi.
Okay, so my wife vibes to me is more like a friend. We've been together for more than 8 years now.
8 years.
She's a friend.
Oosh.
She's a motivator. She's Like anytime I'm really down, and she also catch things more than I. Most of my conversation, most time, I might end up forgetting. But when she's there with me, she's always like, "Bro, you discuss this with this man. You need to get this done." And apart from that, there's actually a lot to it more than love. So she's my accountability partner.
Okay.
So that's why she's always with me. And recently, I actually brought her up as my executive assistant. So most of my meetings and all of those things, she'll be the one for front scenes, from time to time. So that is just it. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot to marriage. There's a lot to.
Tell us this now. We don't want to get married, but tell us this marriage thing. How is it? How is it going? Is it up to a year yet?
It's gonna be a year in March.
That's lovely. So you are still doing honeymoon.
We're not doing honeymoon.
And now they said from first to 5 years is the sweetest part of marriage.
I don't even know. Man, no marriage is sweet all the time.
So marriage is sweet. You think we should go and marry? Those are not yet married. We should go and marry. So how do you balance the demand of being a CEO of a company and a co-founder of a company and your personal life? How do you balance the two of them? Okay. I know there are some times that they might be glitch.
Yeah.
So how do you balance them?
Okay, so talking from my own personality, I don't know about others. I don't really have a section of personal life. Let me say for now, because my personal life is tied around the change I'm trying to make. So those changes are only going to come from company I'm trying to build.
Okay.
So as I said, I don't have like a section of personal life now. Would I balancing it up in some form? Let me say, for instance, durations where personally I'm down, maybe due to some personal situation that doesn't even relate to the company. Like I said, my team members are my best pals, to be honest. And inside, just like they say, like inside inside the team members, I've been able to choose some specific men that I call my rants and men, that I know whenever I'm down personally, I can call them and let them know. Most times, even early stage, when I'm down, I run to my co-founder because she's mature. I run to her and her husband, and her husband will like, just chill, I understand, all of those kind of. But now that I have team members that are already matured in the game, they understand what it's like to be in the startup world. Just put them on call, we talk, and they'll be like, DG, just chill, to be alright, all of those kind of things. And that's just how I balance things up when I'm really down, even when I need money sometimes, and I know I cannot touch company money. I just call them and say, inspiration alpha, I need someone to, they just be like, yeah, now I'm more runner.
So how about your wife at home? Is it that you guys talk about business?
Okay.
Or do you have...
My wife is not even, to be honest, she's not really that deep into business. As I now, let me say, she's not that deep into business. Yes. Yeah, she's an Igbo woman. Not all the Igbo woman does business. No.
Yeah, Trisha.
No.
Trisha.
So she does business. She tried like align, you want to do this proposal, you want to do that proposal, and all of those kind of things. But because I'm the busy type of person, she knows when I lock that door, I'm locking that door. Go and watch TikTok or play PS. So that is just it. But she understands when I'm busy, and she understands when I'm free. And there are sometimes she'll be like, give me chance since 3 days now.
3 days.
And at the end of the day, I just let her know. I just have to clear that. But putting it together, she's an understanding type, so we don't really have issues. So she knows when I'm busy, she will not play PS.
We go love. Okay. If you had to choose a completely different career path, what would it be and why?
If I have to choose a completely different career path, I'll choose music.
Rapper.
I'll choose music because I sing from I'm not joining choir. I'm not the style that say they join choir, from choir they turn to rapper.
I did not
join me from when I was purpose, nothing concern me. I'm just living my life.
Okay.
That was how I grew up. Like I don't care what you say. So if I would choose something different, I would have chosen music. And the reason is because they flogged me because of that music.
Hi.
They too flogged me because of music. So I would have chosen music. But while I left school, secondary school then, and was trying to get my life together, music now became a burden because we have to pay for studio session, all of those kind of things, and I don't have money. So that was just why I left it. So if I had to be like I'm in this stage now, I was in this stage then. Yeah, I would have gone with music. Exactly.
Okay, do you have any unusual hobbies or interests that might surprise our listeners? Any hobbies?
I think my only hobby is I love trap song a lot. That is most of the music I listen
Apart from
to.
the music, what else do you like? You don't like football?
Oh, I hate football.
It's not true.
Ask my wife. I hate football. I don't.
Why will you hate
watch
football?
it. I don't find it interesting.
Ha!
Yes, I don't find football interesting. I love gaming than watching ball. I don't even like watching COD, gangster, but mostly Call of Duty.
You should look into being a mafia.
No, I don't want to.
You don't have the mind.
I don't have the mind. I'm a Mojesu.
So what are that? There are different hobbies. There are different things.
I don't really like hobbies. I don't go out.
Ew.
I don't watch football. I don't play football. I don't keep friends.
You're the inside kind of
I'm
person.
the inside kind of person. But while also being inside, I'm still, when it comes to where I know, this is where my helper is. When you see me doing pay. So, but mostly I'm an inside person. I don't have friends. I don't keep friends. I'm just mostly to myself. My wife is my companion and game. And maybe when I'm on call with my guys, that's my team members. So
Okay. So what advice do you give to aspiring entrepreneurs, especially those looking to make a difference in technology?
if you're aspiring, you don't aspire, just go and sell bread and beans.
This is not fair. This one I told you this particular thing they are saying to them now. Will you move forward now?
They told me, my mom told me then, but me, I'm stronger.
She told you to do what?
No, I came up as a fashion designer before I came into blockchain. So then I was So then I was an industrial fashion designer. So it was run by me and my elder brother. So when I wanted to leave there,
I into a lot of things actually.
My mom is a lot of things herself. So I grew up with my mom. I grew up closer to my mom. So I know how to be everywhere. I know how to multitask without draining myself. So then we're doing industrial fashion. We used to sew joggers and boxers. My brother is doing it till today, but when I wanted to leave then, it was my last year, not even my last year, my last semester in school. And I didn't have money to pay for school fees. That story used to eat me up. So my school fees there was 60k for that semester. So that was that same semester I got into tech. Like I got really done with anything industrial and I want to come into digital world. Then I left. And my mom would be like, you this boy, you're becoming lazy. You are this, you are that, you are clinical. And I told her like, see, I know where, like, I've been opportunity to see where the world is trying to drive into, you understand? So my brother then say, oh boy, before my brother gave me money for that school fees, my eyes is shaking. Because I was like, that day, it was just an afternoon, like, Moko, like I just thought of everything. I thought my life, thoughts. I just stood up from the machine that afternoon. I was just like, I'm not sewing again. I'm done. My mom was like, no shit. I was like, I'm done here. I'm not doing again. I want to go into tech fully. She was like, the whole story is still funny to me when I remember, because then my mom will not be the one to give me money for food. She'll give me money for food. I used to buy data because I need to. And I'm saying I'm going into digital now. Digital without data is nothing. You understand? So the whole thing just went that way. So she told me, but because I'm this coconut arts person, you understand? So that's why I say. So for those that want to go into tech, the thing is just that, like I used to advise people, know your stand, because let me not even use tech in general. Let me focus on the blockchain part.
Okay.
Know your stand, because there are a lot of things in this space. There's the good, there's the bad. We have a lot of people going through the bad. We have little people going through the good. A lot of people are focused on reputation building.
Yeah.
More than fund building or wallet building. While a lot of people are into, let's just make the money. So that is the most important thing first. Know your ground. Know what you really want. Are you in for just anybody need money? But that's what's
driving everybody.
Reputation building. There's still a lot to being able to open some doors with your name. So know your stand, then just be ready for the sacrifice, because it's not going to be easy. Working with people is not going to be easy. Building on your own is now where fire is going to come on your head. So it now depends on. That's why before you even say you want to build, it's best to. If I had known before I even ventured into Elsgo, I would have stayed with Brown Pay for, let's say, a year.
To understand the strategy.
Apart from just understanding the strategy, know more people. I'm an indoor person. I don't go out, so people don't know me. So it is my own duty now to use network of people that I'm able to work with, to know more people that are able to help me. So know more people. Let them. Don't be scared that someone will steal your idea. Tell them about what you're building.
But people still have you ever been backstabbed?
Very, very much.
By people that you really, really, really
very
love.
Very much. Even by mentors. But all of those are part of the game. Like, I was able to understand that whole thing. Like late last year when I was in talk with one of my boss, one of my mentor, and he called me. He was just like, DG, now you do yourself. Forget say these people are doing this, people are doing that. You know what you want. Go for what you want. So a lot of people will backstab if you're coming to this space, because not everybody is happy for your progress. That's very much important. And apart from that, not everybody are willing to leave what they have just to make you grow. So for instance, now you have an idea, you come to me, you say, oh, you want to build this idea, but you don't have the money. And I know the idea can give me money. I have people that can give me the money. I'll take your idea and I'll build it. It's part of the game. Yes, and that was the exact same thing that happened to me. So, that was the exact same thing that happened to me. So that's just how it is. But I'm not saying it's me, because but like there are people, mentors, idolos as you call them, that you might be interested into, and they just play you this and you feel like, oh, so people go on, these are everyone in the space are doing. So know your stand, and very much importantly, know people that can really bank on you, because money is not going to come out from, even down to your customers that trust you. Because some customers are going to use your product not because you are selling different water, but they're going to use your product because they trust where the water is coming from. Sure. You understand? So that is just how it works. So that is my advice to anybody coming. If you want to build, know your parts. If you want to work, know your parts. The main thing is just being able to do everything to progress. So
okay, do you have any books that you read, like as you're indoors?
I'm not a reader.
Inspirational.
I'm not a reader, but I listen to podcasts more. I don't know how to read. If I'm reading, I'm always busy, so something is already going to come up, and I'll just leave that book. But I listen to audiobooks more. Okay. So I listen to podcasts more.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much, Mr. Divine Gift, for joining us today. We really appreciate you.
It's a pleasure. And
we've learned a lot from your story. And thank you for your advice to we aspiring we that we are trying to build something. We have learned one or two things from you. And just continue the push. That's it.
Yeah.
Last, everything will be fine.
Yeah, I actually believe that.
Okay.
I believe that so well.
Alright, guys, that's a wrap. I want to thank our official sponsors, EasySwap. As you already know, EasySwap is an exchange that enables you to sell your cryptocurrencies and receive Naira instantly. Okay, until next time, keep it teching, keep it cool, guys. Bye.